And if you haven't heard the news, if you've just maybe gotten home from work, well, it's a little early for most people who aren't teachers like me, but the news of the day is that France has fallen in a shocking development. French lawmakers voted to oust Prime Minister François Bayrou Monday, plunging the country into a political crisis that's leaving it without a government at a time when their economy is strained and geopolitically there is tremendous amounts of tension within that country. A total of 364 MPs voted against Bayrou and 194 voted for him after he called for a vote in a bid to push through an unpopular bill or an unpopular plan that would cost the country 44 billion euros, that would scrap 2 public holidays and freezing government spending. The 364 votes against Bayrou were well above the 280 vote threshold needed to topple the government. And this is, let me tell you something, this is what we need in the United States. We need stuff like this. We need to have votes like this. We need to have politicians, if they suck, we need to have like these mandatory emergency votes where they get ousted if they stink. Presidents, Congress people, senators, because in these European countries, these people are not career politicians. They know that they have to kiss ass all the time in order to stay in power. In the United States, we don't have that. You know, you could be president for 8 years and not do shit and ruin the country. 4 years of Joe Biden destroyed this country. 8 years of Barack Obama destroyed this country. And Trump hasn't done any better, no matter what the Trumpers say. But we should have evolved into this sort of government that's for the people themselves. The United States always says, well, we're the world leader. Our way of doing things is better than everybody else. No, it's old. It's over. Look at the people that we have in office today. You have these ghetto, ratchet people that are screaming and yelling in the halls of Congress, pulling fire alarms, corrupt, literally stealing money, working for foreign governments, and nobody does shit about it. They continue to stay on their high horses, and they keep voted in and voted in and voted in. And that's the American people's fault too. But the French are showing us that they're not going to take this anymore. Bayrou will now be will now be forced to step down after just 9 months in office, following in the footsteps of his predecessor, Michel Barnier, who lost a no-confidence vote last December.